answered a ton of shots.
Here's Harris. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Back to Brown. Sacramento moving it around. And here's Richardson outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Z. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. Good season for him last year. Second in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could actually become #1.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Thompson, he's checked in for Z. Young comes in for Richardson. And Nate Robinson is subbed in for Brown. Fast break, here we go. Here's Harris, and Thompson sends it back. That's a 2 from Lillard. The Rockets again can't hit.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
And it's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
And the Kings making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotation. And they paid a big price for it.
Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well. Ever since he came into the league, Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over.
Now Young, following the miss by Ty Lawson from deep. Young passes to Thompson. The jump hook, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And Nate Robinson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one, and he gets it to go.
You know, it's funny. We talk about glue guys like Tucker being instrumental to winning the championship, but it's really about trying to find the best guys at what they do. And the case can be made that Tucker is one of the best in the NBA at what he does.
And there's the call on Tony Douglas. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Has to be. That's good with a Douglas assist.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Patterson against Douglas. From the baseline. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Rockets trail by 7. Lawson with it. Robinson picks him up 11 feet away. No good from Lawson. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Here's Robinson. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Robinson misses. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the inside. Williams gets to Douglas.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Rockets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Ryan is checked in for Patterson. And so he's able to get one of two. Kings leading now by 5. To the middle. Here's Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Robinson against Lawson. Banked in off the glass. B's got his second basket.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Kings lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. His reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. Really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
We've got Z out there with Richardson. Then it's Thornton, and it's Bryant in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
And guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. And last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
Richardson kicks to Yee. The 3. No luck. Some solid defense from Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Outside for Thornton. Richardson against Barnes. And here's Bryant for 3. The Rockets pull it in. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team. They'll look to prove it again here tonight.
Brown is checked in for Bryant.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
That's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. Attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg is talking about. Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
Richardson kicks to Thornton. The tray. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Sacramento lead.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
And Lillard kicks to Davis. He feeds it to Harris. From 11 feet away, a second chance effort, and it's blocked by Brown. It's Richardson on the wing. Red ball movement here by the Kings. Here's E. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Rockets trail by 7. Lillard outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lillard. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Lillard's got 6 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Back to Harris from outside the arc. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And that's now 7 points for Gary Harris.
You cannot leave.
I'm gonna replay that. See what actually happened.
Him alone like that, especially from long range.
The kick out to Brown. Passes it to Z. Now the feed to Richardson. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Z. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Yeah, but the new ownership, give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Douglas.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lawson's against Robinson. Lawson up top. Douglas for 3, and another 3 for Houston.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Garcia can't get it to go.
You can see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that 3, but just didn't get it to go.
Garcia against Douglas. The pass to B. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Hey, Robinson picks one up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And he can't hit the second. The Rockets were terrific on the road last season, Clark. Tied for second with the Clippers for the most road wins in the league.
26 and 15, although if you want to get picky about it, they had one of those wins in Mexico City, so maybe 25.5 road wins for them.
And Thompson kicks to Young. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 5-point Sacramento lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Pass to B. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Kings leading now by 3.
And I do remember that Mexico City game last year for the Rockets. A huge turnout for them. It felt like they were the crowd favorites. Still, you can't take anything away from their road performances last season.
Douglas kicks to Williams. 36 seconds left here in the second. Passes it to B. Can't hit. Good D by Thompson.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
It's tipped.
Damn.
Tucker with the ball. Dishes it to Lawson. Here's Marjanovic. Tucker, the pass to Lawson. Out to the right wing. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. King.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was dead. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest.
We gotta get Richardson going again. Oh, cool. Gotta get Richardson going.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
So on the floor for Houston. Davis is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Harris. And it's Valanciunas, and at the center, filling out the middle.
Oh, shit.
Kings leading now by 5.
I hate when that happens.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light is officially gone on for Ed Davis. He drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Ooh, I hold that up. Come on, Brown.
Here's Brown, rejected by Harris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break, and he gets it to go. Davis has got the first field goal of the second half for the Rockets.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds and field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence grow. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
The Kings have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. Their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Valanciunas, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. It was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Harris against Brown. Harris dishes to Valanciunas. Lillard from outside, and he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 9.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Rockets have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Sacramento making some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Z. For Brown. Young is subbed in for Marcus Thornton.
Back. Come on.
And the Rockets with possession here. It's a one-point game, and the shot is good.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Richardson the pass to Z. No good from Caspi. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
Patterson passes to Z. The jump hook pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Z's got 13 points.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's the screen. Here's Young.
Look at that.
Z, guarded by Valanciunas. It's tipped and stolen by Lillard. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And that one's good. Barnes.
Fucking serious.
The Kings trail by 3. Caspi for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one almost always deadly when he's that old.
That's good. Caspi's got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And Lillard gets to Valanciunas. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6 going into the final games.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sacramento. Robinson comes in for Richardson. Houston with a big group substitution here. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Williams comes in for Davis. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Lawson in for Harris. And the basket by Lillard.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, gee, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponent when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
No good from Lawson. The Kings trail by 9. And the Kings pushing it up now. Robinson's got the ball. Caspi with the bucket. And it's the Rockets with the ball. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Williams can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Outside for Robinson. Sacramento moving it around. Patterson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Tucker the pass to B. Lawson drives in. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Lawson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, can't get it all the way to the rim.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
There's the bucket. Good. 9 points for B.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
3 for Caspi, and another 3 for Sacramento.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Right side, Williams. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Patterson kicks to Young. 1 second left. He got up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Rockets lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Kings trail by 5. Z out there with Z. Then there's Brown. Then there's Richardson. And it's Robinson in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
That's my boy.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Lillard with it. Robinson picks him up. Lillard attacking and stolen by Richardson. One-on-one here. Robinson dishes to E. From deep, Richardson. No luck. So Houston will take it the other way. Brown the pass to E. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Lillard misses. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Robinson kicks to E.
How the fuck did you pass it to him that way?
Richardson against Barnes. Now the dish to Lillard. Screened by Valanciunas. Lillard the pass to Valanciunas. Down low, Davis, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Outside Robinson. Here's Brown. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Houston leading by 6. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Harris. Here's Davis. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down to transition.
The Kings making a switch here. Thornton's checked in.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Valanciunas. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's 8 points now for Valanciunas.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Here's Valanciunas. He shoots again. It's deflected. Kicks it to Thornton. Shot to stop the run. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Houston leading by 12.
Shut up, Cleo.
Davis with a screen on Brown. Valanciunas can't get that one to fall.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. Have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is. And, Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage. So they might have been justified in that.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
But they recover it. Z the pass to E. And here's Thornton outside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
That's his first personal.
First one falls for him.
Been a great game tonight for Thornton. He's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done.
What the fuck? Seriously?
I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Young's checked in for Sacramento.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great.
Oh, I was filling up something. Shut up, Cleo. Fuck.
Looks by spreading the floor.
Some changes for Sacramento. Francisco Garcia. He's checked in for Z. And it's Richardson in for Brown. Davis sets a screen. Here's Lillard. Here's Valanciunas. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And with great spacing in the NBA, you need great shooting. More than ever, shooting and spacing, Clark, are at a premium in the NBA for teams.
Yeah, well, it starts with point guards being able to break down defenses and get into the lane to create open shots. You want to be able to create space for the point guards to drive, so you need shooters on the wings.
Here's E. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Lillard against Thornton. Valanciunas with a screen on Thornton. Lillard dishes to Valanciunas. And stolen by Garcia. All alone.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that
how the fuck is that
oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Well,
just take a look at what Lillard's done tonight. 15 points and 11 dimes.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominant. Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Houston making a switch here. Williams is checked in and stolen by Thornton. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Young.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Williams a screen on Thornton and stolen by Garcia. Yee kicks to Young. And a wide open look for Thornton. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Lillard attacking. That's good. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
And some changes here for the Kings. Z comes in for Francisco Garcia. And it's Brown in for Young.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Rockets.
No, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Kings.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Damian Lillard. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Thornton, no good. Here's Houston now.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Lawson up top, guarded by Garcia. Back to Lawson. Pass to Douglas. Lawson outside. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going in there often. I think he caught him off guard with that aggressive behavior.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys